Welcome back to the Cracked Mug. Today we are making a beautiful classic beef bourguignon. No, we're not. We're making a beautiful classic beef stroganoff. Oh dear. Look, a delicious dish that you can throw together in a few minutes. You'll have it cooked and prepared in under 30. It can be a weeknight meal, no problem. Simple ingredients really, but we use really a good quality sirloin steak here, or you could use a tenderloin as well, whichever you prefer. We cook the beef very briefly, as you'll see, and then it's onions and mushrooms, beef stock, sour cream, of course, and some Dijon mustard. It all comes together to create a very mild beef dish that is typically served with mashed potatoes, rice, pasta. Today I'll be using egg noodles, one of my favorites. So I think you will really enjoy this dish if you make it. So come on, let's get in that kitchen and make some beef stroganoff. Here is everything you need to make a beef stroganoff. Here I have 600 grams, that's 1.4 pounds of beef. I'm using sirloin today. Cut it into strips. Here I have 500 milliliters of beef stock, that's 2 cups. Over here I have 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm using canola. Here I have 1 very large onion, halved and then sliced. 10 ounces of mushrooms, that's 300 grams, sliced, not too thin. 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 2/3 of a cup, that's 150 milliliters of sour cream. I have salt and pepper to season the meat. That's it. I'm going to season this meat, and then I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon of oil in the pan, and we're going to brown it very quickly. Let's move to the stove. 1 tablespoon of your vegetable oil to the pan. This is over high heat. You put it in. Once it's in there, we're not going to move it, and we're going to let it sit there for just about 30 seconds, and then we're going to turn it. After about 30 seconds, turn the meat as best you can, and that's good enough. Don't worry about any pink bits. It's going to continue cooking in the sauce. I'm going to add some more oil, another tablespoon, and continue to cook your beef. Okay, that took about 4 minutes, maybe almost 5. As you see, it's reduced a lot. I've cleaned the bottom of my pan, got all the good bits going on in there. So now we are going to add our flour. I'm going to stir that a little bit, just get it incorporated. We have butter in there too, if you remember. All right, that's looking good. I'm going to add just about half of my stock for now. I'm on medium-high heat. And once that is incorporated, I will add the rest of my beef stock. Good. In goes the rest of the beef stock. Give that a stir. I have no idea why I'm still using tongs, but it seems to be working for me at the moment. Lovely. I'm going to bring that up to a simmer. In the meantime, on the back burner there you can't see, I have a pot of boiling water going, and I'm having this, like I said, with egg noodles. These egg noodles take about 9-10 minutes to cook, so they're cooking away in the back burner. Lovely. We are now going to add the sour cream. So simple, this dish. And we're going to add our Dijon mustard. Yum. We'll stir this up. Don't worry if the sour cream splits. We're over medium heat, by the way. Don't worry if the sour cream splits or looks like it curdles. It'll all come back together again. Not to worry about that. So get it incorporated very well. Then we're going to bring it back to a simmer under a medium-low heat and let it simmer there for a few minutes until it's the thickness that I'm looking for. Okay, this is simmering, so I'm going to make sure it's under medium-low heat. I'm going to simmer that for about 4 or 5 minutes until it reduces just a little bit and the sauce is lovely and thick. We'll be back. Okay, so it's vital we check for seasoning, but not yet. We are going to turn this down to low, and we're going to add our beef and any juices that came out of that beef. Get it in there. We are only going to simmer this for about 1 minute. Back up to medium. My egg noodles are just about done. We do not want to overcook this beef. It really, look. As it was sitting in the bowl there on the stove, I might have tried 2 or 3 pieces, and it's delicious. But anyway, we're going to check for seasoning now. We waited because the beef had already been seasoned with salt and pepper. I'm actually going to turn the heat off right now. We're done with that. I just want to taste the sauce. I like that flavor, but it definitely needs salt. So I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of salt to this. Sprinkle over. And just grind about 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Lovely. Fold that in. And then we'll check it again. Beef stroganoff is an interesting dish because it's not very beefy, and we're so used to that with stews, etc. But it's sort of a mild way of making beef, and it is quite delicious. All right, let's try that again. Need a new spoon. Much better. But I think a little bit more pepper. Stir, and we are done. I'm going to plate this, and we're going to give it a try. I'll be right back. So here is our beautiful finished beef stroganoff, and I have my noodles here. So let me put a nice dollop of that on top of those. Delicious. It really is a beautiful dish. Typically, you'll put a little dollop of sour cream on top of it. There we go. Now people would take this dish and sprinkle some parsley or chives on top of it. I forgot to get those, so you can picture it, or you can also do without. Now I told you already I love hot sauce, and I'm going to be adding a little in just a moment, but let me taste it as is first. Going straight in for beef and noodle. Wow. It really is delicious. The meat is so tender. Beautiful piece of steak. I am, like I said, going to add a little hot sauce to this. You use your favorite if you'd like, but I want to tell you this anyway, it's an option for you. And give it another little taste. Hot sauce, sour cream, beautiful sort of gravy, and steak. They go together very well. I think you'll really enjoy it. So I hope you make it, and I think you will love it. See you next time. Yum.